Hello beautiful exotic farm, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how you make this beautiful and simple cake at the comfort of your home. Please subscribe, like, comment and share my video. So here are our ingredients. You have your eggs, your sugar, your milk, flavor, baking powder, your butter and your flour. So go ahead and start lining your pan. Butter your pan rather, not line your pan. So add in butter and rub very well on the pan so that the whole pan will be free, like your cake doesn't have to stick to your pan. Then you have to go in with your flour. Use your flour to dust your pan. So the next thing you're going to do now is measure your butter. I used normal carton butter for it. You can use sachet butter if you want. So go ahead and start mixing only the butter for some minutes before you go in with sugar. Add in your sugar. This sugar is 180 grams of sugar, approximately 1 cup of sugar. So mix. Then you have to have stamina to do this work. It's not an easy work. I had to sit down, so feel free, get a comfortable position, sit down and cream your butter till it's looking pale, like it's looking almost white. So you need muzzle. Cream it very well till it has risen enough, like you've seen it is looking pale white. So this is the outcome of the creamed butter. You can see how it's looking. It can easily drop from your spoon. Can you see it dropped from the spoon easily without any form of anything holding it back? So go ahead and break your eggs into a bowl. Normally I don't break my eggs together at once in a bowl. I break them one after the other because I have had an experience where one bad egg spoils the remaining 9 eggs. Like, it was a very sad experience. So what I do is I break separately, but this one I'm very sure of how fresh the eggs are, so I'm breaking them all together. So go ahead and whisk your eggs, whisk them together. After you're done mixing, the next thing you're going to go in with is your flavor. You have to add in your flavor. I'm using like 3 or 4 different flavors for this recipe. I go in with my vanilla first. I add half teaspoon of vanilla, then I add 1/4 teaspoon of butterscotch, and another one I'm going to add again is 1/4 teaspoon of condensed milk. So I'm trying to mix flavors. I don't just want to use only vanilla flavor for this recipe. So you have to add 1/4 teaspoon of condensed milk. Then I also went ahead to add milk emulsion. I added just 2 drops of milk emulsion. I don't want too much of it. It's a very strong flavor. It could overshadow other flavors. So just 2 drops is enough. So you have to mix together. Mix very well. Combine your flavors till they are very okay. Next thing you're going to do is to add in your already whisked egg. Add it in and mix it very well. Mix very well so that it will combine very well with your butter, like not look separated. Mix it till it combines very well with your butter. So you're going to mix your butter and egg, your mixture of butter and egg. You're going to mix very well. Like, look at the way it's looking now. Mix it like that. It's looking well combined now, like it's not separated like it was before. So the next thing you're going to do after mixing your egg and butter mixture is get your flour, add in your baking powder. You're going to be adding 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Just 1 teaspoon is 250-gram measurement, so you don't really need much baking powder. So 1 teaspoon for is very okay. So combine the flour and the baking powder together. Then get your milk. I normally use Hollandia Evap, but on this day I didn't see Hollandia Evap, so I used this one instead. Hollandia Evap is very nice, or you use 3 crowns. They are my go-to milk anytime. So I'm taking half cup of it. I'm not using all the milk for it. I'll just take half cup of it. This is just a 250-gram recipe. If you're using 500-gram, feel free and use the whole tin of milk. But milk is not even compulsory. It can be omitted. So it's time to combine our milk and flour. So you have to go in with flour first. I'll do in 3 additions: flour, milk, and lastly flour. So divide your flour into three parts. Go in with the first set, mix together. Go in with the first set of milk, mix together. Then you go in with the second set of flour, mix together. You go in with the last set of milk, mix together, then the last set of flour. So what I mean in essence is you start your mixing with flour and you end with flour. So that's the way I like to do mine. Well, feel free to do the way it works for you, but this is how it works for me. So you have to mix very well, but not so long, so you don't overwork your flour, you don't overmix your batter. If you overmix your batter, it will affect the outcome of your cake. So once you put in the first flour, combine, put in the milk, mix, and it's properly mixed, go ahead and just combine properly and leave it. No need mixing like you overwork the flour, and the outcome of the cake won't be nice like that. So that is it for mixing of flour and sugar. You're going to mix till it's well combined, and go ahead and bake your cake. Share it into your already greased pan. Share them equally into the different pans you're using. You can bake with foil, you can bake with smaller pan or a bigger pan, depending on what you want. So once you're done sharing the butter into different pan, go ahead and tap the pan on the surface of where you're working with to release the air bubbles. You can use skewer, but I prefer to tap mine to release the air bubbles trapped in the cake batter. Once you're done doing that, the next thing you're going to do is heat up your oven and send your cakes to the oven. And here the cakes are baked, looking so lush, fluffy. Like I baked on a very low heat. Check out, it's so fine, so neat, no burnt. I don't even need to trim this cake. On to the next thing we're going to do. We're going to be making our butter icing. This is Sima's butter. It's my favorite butter for butter icing. I love to use Sima's, maybe because it's strong or something, I don't know, but it just gives me what I want. Now, this is the icing sugar you're going to be using, Susan icing sugar. I love the icing sugar. So go ahead and sieve your icing sugar. Please sieve your icing sugar for your butter icing. Very, very important, because most of this icing sugar has lumps, especially the rainy season, because icing sugar is sugar, so it gets blocked easily due to the cold weather and everything. So sieving your icing sugar for buttercream, even fondant, gives you a very smooth finishing. Like, you don't get to see lumps. Look at how it's looking now, so fine. You don't get to see lumps in your butter icing. So I'll first of all mix my butter icing for like 5 minutes. Only the butter, just cream only the butter for like 5 minutes. Then you go in with your icing sugar gradually. You won't put all the same time. You can share it into 3 and mix gradually, small, so that it won't be too much for you to work with. So mixing it in gradually helps loosen it up very well and makes it easier for you to work with. Now here is the outcome of our butter icing. Look at how it's looking, so soft and fine, easy to work with. So you have to go ahead and put in your piping bag so that it will be easy for you to work with. I think this is the method I like the more. You can use your palette knife to rub your buttercream, but I'm so used to this piping bag method, so feel free to use the method you like. Introduce your hot water to help you smoothen the cake. Hot water smoothens cake very well. Just dip your comb inside the hot water, wipe with a dry rag and use it to go round the cake to get a perfect finishing. So even your comb too, you can use hot water for your comb. It gives your cake a neat finishing. Combing your cakes, you have to place your hands at a particular position. Watch how I placed my cake comb. I placed it, it's not slanted and it's not like straight. It's kind of bent to the body of the cake. So I'm going to do a comprehensive video on how to comb a cake because it's really hard work. Somehow it's very hard to crack. I'll do a comprehensive video on how to comb a cake. Just help me subscribe to my YouTube channel so that when the video drops you will see it and get what's in 1M piping tip. The name of this nozzle is 1M piping nozzle. Go to any cake shop and look for it. It's one of the most popular piping nozzles. So I'll use it to pipe some rosettes on top of the cake where I'll be putting those designs. It's not really hard, just go round with your piping nozzles. You can be creative and do your own designs too. This is actually a very simple buttercream cake. Just cover your cake and put your chocolate drips. That's all. Here I'm going in with my coin. I'm going to be adding coin and stem cherry to this top. Oh, look at that stain. The stem cherry, I forgot to dry it. It has stained the cake, but I will look for a way around. I'm so sorry. I didn't know the camera stopped recording at this point. We are done with our decoration. Please just add in happy birthday topper and the gold bead on the border of this cake. That's all. The decoration, the cake is ready. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.